Now, it's fair to say that we could all be better drivers. Last weekend saw not one but two horrendous crashes affecting the M1 and the M40. Both accidents bordered our county. Both saw fatalities. And all too often it's the conditions of the day which seem to be the contributory factors to what takes place. Seemingly without exception, however, it's human beings who are the cause of the accidents on our roads. We all take our driving tests, but do we ever stop learning? Now, on Saturday, I met Steve Lewis. He runs a driving centre, teaching drivers to perform better when faced with a skid. I asked Steve what kind of driver actively seeks out that kind of education.
Well, at R3Rockingham, we're finding that it's actually a mixed bag that we're getting here. We're getting some fleet drivers who've been sent by their boss. Not enough, frankly. I think we should see more fleet drivers because driving's the most dangerous thing most of us do every day. And if you're doing it as part of your work life, you're out there at risk. And we're also seeing quite a lot of young drivers come as well. In fact, we can teach people here from 14 years of age. And we're keen to get more younger drivers because you are so much more at risk because of your lack of experience. And often, if we can get them young, and get that right attitude and that right awareness into them before they even hit the public roads, then hopefully we're giving them a head start when they do take to the roads for real.
And whatever age they are and however experienced they are, how are they different when they come through that door at the start of their experience compared to when they go back out of that door and actually back out onto the road?
They certainly leave with a bigger awareness of how easy it is to lose control. And we say when they leave here, we want them to leave as ambassadors. We would love them to be sat in cars with the parents, with relations or friends, and if they see their friends doing something that they think isn't quite right in the car, maybe speed, maybe just being too aggressive with it, just general driving demeanour, driving too quickly or too close to a car in poor conditions, if they can be tapping that driver on the shoulder and saying, "We did this at R3Rockingham, we saw the end result, back off, slow down, give that car space." And, you know, they leave here with a few buzz phrases, the 2-second rule, for example, and space is safe.
You've got people in their own cars learning what it feels like in their own car to go into a skid and then learn how to either prevent the skid or get out of the situation. That's a step change.
When you are facing where you've just been coming from and you don't know why in your own vehicle, that has a much more memorable effect. And people leave here truly aware of the fact that they could lose control, and it's an uncomfortable feeling.
I came over here from Northampton this morning. It's rather greasy on the roads. What's the first thing that I should think about from the perspective of not wanting to get into a skid on my journey home from here?
Preparation. Looking well ahead, and the 2-second rule in normal circumstances, leaving a 2-second gap between you and the vehicle ahead. If it's rainy and wet, double that. If it's snowy, believe it or not, times 10. Leave much more gap between you and the vehicle ahead, but more importantly, look and plan further ahead than most people tend to do. I always say your eyes are like headlights, and you're driving at night. I'm sure you drive more confidently on full beam, yeah? Flick your eyes from dip beam to full beam when you're driving. You'll see much further ahead and you'll be much more prepared for what's coming at you.
It's all good advice. They are talking about lots of rain tomorrow, and it could well be a wet 3 or 4 days that we have ahead of us. Maybe that advice from Steve Lewis could help prevent a few accidents all by itself. If you'd like to find out more, you can try the website www.r3rockingham.co.uk or call 07785 773341. It could save lives.
On FM,
online,
and on DAB digital radio.
John Griff.
BBC Radio Northampton.